Assalamu alaikum. Today, inshallah, we will continue with the next reading. This is the second reading from the book Al-Qira'atur-Rashidah. So it says, لما بلغت السابعة من أمره. Lamma means when. بلغت بلغ يبلغ. So this is the past tense verb. بلغت. بلغ means he reached. بلغت I reached. When I reached السابعة, 7. من أمره. From my age. You can say umri with the sukoon here on the meme or umurihi. When I reached 7 for my age, basically when I reached age 7. So it says لما بلغت السابعة من عمره. When I reached 7 years of age, I reached 7 years from my age. أمرني أبي بالصلاة. My father, Abi, is a doer. Amara means he commanded. Amarani, he commanded me. بالصلاة, with the salah, meaning to do. So the past tense verb amara, it you say the object, the doer, and then the object that which you're commanding. You precede it with a ba. وكنت تعلمت كثيرا من الأدعية وحفظت سورا من القرآن الكريم. And I used to تعلمت, I used to learn a lot, or I have learned a lot from a lot of surahs. Adiyya is plural of duas. Sorry, Adiyya is plural of duas. وحفظت, and I memorized suwaran. This is the plural of the word surah from the Noble Quran. Now, just one point here is that when you say, for example, kuntu ta'allamtu, when you say this in the past tense, it means that you did in the past tense. If you use a present tense verb here, which we'll see in the later on here, it shows that you did the action in the past and you're still doing it. So we'll see inshallah. Min al-Quran al-Kareem, min ummi. So I learned a lot from a lot of surahs, and I memorized du'as and surahs from the Quran from my mother. وكانت أمي تتكلم معي كل ليلة إن المنام. And my mother used to تتكلم. She used to speak. This is a present tense verb, so the word is تكلم. يتكلم is he is speaking. تكلم is she is speaking. Now with the kanat here, kana, past tense verb, it shows that it was done in the past and it's still ongoing. وكانت أمي تتكلم معي, meaning my mother spoke and still speaks with me. معي, with me, كل ليلة, every night. This is also a time adverb, so that's why it's a fatha. In the manam, at or during the manam is, it can mean a dream or sleep or basically bedtime or the place of sleep. فتقص علي قصص قصص الأنبياء. The word qassa yaqusu, it means to tell a story or to narrate, ala, and then you mention who it's to. So taqusu is it means basically she. That's conjugation. So taqusu could mean you are narrating, but in this context we can tell that it's the mother who is doing that narration. That's telling a story. Fataqusu, so she would narrate, alayya, to me or upon me, qisas al-anbiya. I believe you can say qisas or qasas, stories of the prophets. وكنت أسمع هذه القصص بنشاط ورغبة. And I would and I still do listen to these stories with energy and desire. بنشاط ورغبة. Um, the word is samia, yasma, meaning he listening. Asma'u, I am listening. This is the present tense verb. It's a present tense verb. وبدأت أذهب مع أبي إلى المسجد. And I began to أذهب ذهب يذهب أذهب, I go with my father to the masjid. وأقوم في صف الأطفال خلف صف الرجال. And I would stand or I would remain in the saf, in the row of the children, behind khalfa. This is similar to the word amama means in front of, khalfa means behind of. By default, it has a single fatha. Safa rijal, behind the row of the men. ولما بلغت ولما بلغت العاشرة, and when I reached 10 from my age, من أمره, قال لي مرة, he said to me once, قد, or one time, مرة, this is also a time adverb, it depicts time. قد أكملت الآن, this قد is emphasis for the verb here. أكمل means to complete or to finish or perfect. أكملت, you have completed or perfected. الآن, now. من أمورك, from your age. تسع سنين, 9 years. So basically now he's 10 years old because he's completed 9 years. والآن أنت ابن 10 سنين. And now you are أنت, the son of 10 years, which basically means you are 10 years old. فإذا, so if تركت صلاة ضربتك. ضربتك. So if you leave, ترك يترك. تركت means if you leave. This is a past tense verb, but with the إذا here it gives the meaning of future. So if you leave a salah or the salah, I will hit you. لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said, because the Prophet said, مروا أولادكم بالصلاة وهم أبناء 7 سنين. This is the plural, so of commanding. So the Prophet is commanding the male plural. This is a male plural command verb. أولادكم, your children, بالصلاة, with salah. وهم, while or at the time that they are. أبناء سنين, أبناء 7 سنين. They are the sons or children of 7 years. وَضَرِبُوهُمْ عَلَيْهَا, and hit them, عليها, for it or upon it. وَهُمْ أَبْنَاءُ عَشَرٍ, and while they are the sons of, or when they are at the sons of 10, basically when they're 10 years old. وقص علي أبي قصص الأطفال الذين حافظوا على الصلاة بالصغر. And my dad, so this is, قصة is, again, so we saw earlier, this was the feminine, where is it? Present tense. This is the past tense male, قصة. وقص عليها أبي. My father would narrate upon me stories, or a story. قصص الأطفال, the stories of children. الذين, those who, this is a demonstrative noun, plural, male. حافظوا على الصلاة. They protected or guarded the salah in their youthness. وكان لهم شأن في الكبر. And for them, there was for them, كان لهم شأن في الكبر, there was a matter or affair, but here it kind of depicts the meaning of importance or significance. في الكبر, when they became older, because they protected the salah and they guarded it when they were young. في الصغر. قلت, I say, or that actually means I said, but in this context, it gives a meaning of now because he's telling the story. Ya Abi, oh my father. Actually, sorry, this means I said in this context. Abi, my father. إنك لا تحتاج إلى أن تضربني. إنك, indeed you, لا تحتاج. You don't need to. So the word it's used with احتاج, يحتاج, تحتاج. It's used with إلى, meaning you are not in need of إلى, of أن تضربني, that you hit me. So it's ضرب يضرب, تضرب, you hit, and this تضربني, the ni is me, and because there's an un here, there are some particles that if it comes before a verb, it makes the verb mansub, which means that it cannot take a dhamma, it will take a fatha. So that's why it's tadribani, not tadribuni. وَسَأُحَافِظُ عَلَى الصَّلَوَاتِ. Now, this scene here, it's similar to sofa, and it means basically I will in the near future, or even from now. أُحَافِظُ, I will protect, I will guard على الصلوات, the prayers. وكذلك, and likewise, فعلت, I did. فقد كنت أصلي أيمن كنت. So then I used to pray أيمن, wherever كنت I was. كنت إذا ذهبت إلى السوق أو كنت في الشغل. When كنت I used to إذا ذهبت, when I went إلى السوق, to the marketplace. Or كنت في الشغل. شغل is basically when I was occupied. So the word is I believe it's شغل يشغل, شغل or شغل. And when I'm occupied or I'm busy, uh, وأدركتني وأدرك وأدركتني الصلاة. And salah caught me. It reached me في مكان, in a place. صليت, I prayed. لأني, because أرى الناس, I saw أرى past tense means I saw الناس, the people, لا يخجلون. The word is خجل يخجلوا, يخجلون plural. They do not they are not embarrassed of or shy. Min, of, akal, eating. إذا جاءوا, when they are hungry. واللعب إذا أرادوا, or playing when they want to. This is actually a mistake here. In the text, it should be فلماذا, so with a kasra on the lam. فلماذا أخجلوا من الصلاة. Then why should I be shy or ashamed of salah? وإن, and, while indeed الصلاة لفريضة. The salah is an obligation. It's certainly an obligation. This lam here is for emphasis. So it doesn't change the i'rab or the word, but it will just add emphasis to the meaning. At-ta'kid. وإن الصلاة لشرف للمسلم. And the salah is certainly, again here, lam of emphasis, is an honor for the Muslim. وخرجت, I exited, or I left and went somewhere, مرة, once, إلى مباراة, to a match. وكان الزحام شديدا, and there was a lot of there was severe الزحام. The ziham, the crowd, or the rush was a lot. It was severe. The khabar of kana, it is mansub, that's why it's shadida. وأدركتني صلاة الأصر, and the صلاة الأصر, it caught me, it reached me. وكنت على wudu, and I was upon wudu. فقمت أصلي, so I stood up and I to pray. فقمت أصلي. وجعل الناس ينظرون إلي ويتعجبون. Now the word جعل يجعل means to make, but when it's used with the present tense verb ينظرون, it shows the meaning of بدأ يبدأ, which means to begin or start. So then الناس, the people, they started to begin to look at me إلي ويتعجبون, and they were astonished, amazed. وأكملت, and I finished صلاتي, with my salah, بسكينة, with tranquility, واعتدال, with moderation, which means he didn't rush. ورجعت إلى المباراة, and I returned to the match. ولما ولما انتهت المباراة, and when the match ended, انتهى, to finish, ended. The ya here is dropped because this ta is because the ta is dropped. Sorry, the ya is dropped because the ta here has sukun on it, so it's dropped. But originally it's intaha. But this is a feminine, so it has to be, we use the feminine conjugation. And when the match ended, جاء إلي رجل, a man came to me, وسألني عن الاسم, and he asked me about my name, واسم والدي, and the name of my father, وسألني عن سني, and he asked me about my age, فأخبرته, so I informed him. فأثنى على أبي خيرا, and he praised my father for him goodness. ودعا لي بالبركات, and he made dua for he made dua for me for blessings, بالبركات. وقال, and he said, ما رأيت ولدا يصلي في mubarati. He said that I have not seen. Ra'aytu, I have seen. Ma ra'aytu, I have not seen. Waladan, a child. Yusalli, pray. Fil mubarati, in the match. Like a soccer match, for example. ويترك كثير من الصلاة من الناس الصلاة. And a lot of a lot of people, they leave or they are leaving الصلاة في هذا الوقت, in this time. فحمدت الله وشكرت أبي. So I praised Allah and thanked my father. ولا أترك الصلاة إذا كنت مسافرا. And I do not leave the salah when I am a musafir. وأرى كثيرا من الناس يصلون في الحضر. And I see a lot of people, a lot from the nas, from the people, يصلون في الحضر. They pray in khadar. Khadar is the opposite of as-safar, meaning like if you're a resident. ويتركون الصلاة في السفر. And they leave the salah, and they are leaving the salah, this is plural, when they're traveling in safar. ويصلون في الصحة ولا يصلون في المرض. And they pray in siha, concept sahih, meaning being authentic, or here means in good health, and they leave the salah in the marad, when they're basically sick, in sickness. Ma anna salata, with that, or along with the fact that that salah, anna is the sister of inna, so the subject, the ism inna or ism anna will have a fatha, so it'll be mansub. Ma anna salata la tasqutu an ahadin, with the fact that, or along with the fact that, or with that, the salah la tasqutu, sakata yasqutu, tasqutu, the salah does not drop or cut off or fall an from any ahadin, anyone. وأرى كثيرا من الناس لا يصلون باعتدال. And I see a lot of people, or I see a lot from the people, لا يصلون باعتدال. They don't pray with moderation, meaning they rush. وسكينة, and a tranquility. ويسرعون كثيرا, and they rush a lot. ولا أذكر أنني, and I don't remember. أذكر is the present tense, but he's talking in the past basically, that I am not remembering right now. ولا أذكر, I don't remember أني, or yeah, أني, that I تركت, I left الصلاة, a salah, or yeah, this means here a salah, في هذا السنوات الأربع, in these 4 years. وإذا نمت عنها, and if I slept on it, أو نسيتها, or I forgot it, صليتها إذا تذكرت, I prayed it when I remembered. تذكر, this is the past tense. تذكرت, I remembered. وإني, we're going to say وإنني, and indeed I أسأل الله تعالى التوفيق والثبات. And indeed I ask Allah, Allah's mansub here, because the person, he's asking Allah, he's asking the object, Ta'ala, at-tawfiq wa thabat, basically for tawfiq, for the ability and success, and what thabat is firmness. You'll stop here and continue in the next video.